Okay, so if you watched the previous video, you'll remember we're talking about these W's that actually took place, okay? These particular patterns right here. And one of the questions that I got regarding this one, right, is how do we then know if it's time for us to sell? In the case of this, if it's time for us to sell um, this particular extension. And I've shared something before in some of the old videos. Yeah, if you scroll or check other videos that are on the channel, you will see there is another system whereby if I remember correctly, I probably incorporated. Yes, I incorporated the 21 EMA together with the 55 EMA, which is a very simple thing, but you should be able to understand how I'm using this tool, right? And there's a lot that can be done. Let me just change this to a different color. There's a lot that can be done with these two moving average. Of course, one of them being looking at the crossovers before you can actually check the opposing direction. And if you were to look here, yes, there was a crossover and a retest and a pullback. So if you look at that, there was a crossover, right? After price broke out there was a bit of a crossover when price broke out, followed by a retest and a push away. Now, somebody asked, Vindy, now that we have this W, how do we then know that price is about to go back? And one of the things that you can do is to actually look for a crossover up there, crossover plus a pullback. Listen, I'm not saying look for a crossover only, because if you're looking for a crossover only, price will find that it crosses over while or rather the moving average, the crossover while price is far away, and you find yourself buying extremely high, and that's not good risk to reward wise. So what you want to do obviously is to make sure that you wait for a crossover. Maybe if you come down to this on that W pattern, make sure that you watch the previous video in order for this to make sense. So on this W pattern, if you were to wait for a crossover, and we're most likely to see that crossover maybe in the next couple of days, okay? If price can push down a little bit, not too aggressive, and retest, okay? Remember, I'm saying crossover of the moving average plus pullback. So if you don't understand why we're looking for a pullback or a retest, please watch the video. I'm going to link it down in the description below, so that you understand why we're doing this. This is a little bit conservative, but it gives you a nice confirmation as to what price is attempting to do. Let me show you what actually happened here. You can see down here, price broke over, okay? While it was somewhere there, these things crossed over, price came back to retest. Can you see that in that particular time, it was also retesting this broken structure, or maybe you had a channel of some sort, okay? It's similar to this. If price was to break out of this structure, we could potentially see a break, okay, followed by a crossover. If we get that break to the downside, we're going to have a crossover. Then we'll wait for a pullback so that we can sell this thing probably on the first nice candle that can close bearish, not too aggressive, okay? And then you hide your stop loss. Depending on where your entry is, you can hide your stop loss just above those highs. Keep in mind, I'm on a much lower time frame, but this is a continuation of what I shared yesterday. So you'll have to understand what I was looking at yesterday. Why is it that I'm looking for that short-term sell opportunity? You need to watch the previous video. Make sure that you watch the previous video. Otherwise, what I'm saying here is just gonna be incomplete, because I'm just continuing from what I actually shared, so that you get a bit of an idea as to when you can look for those entries. These crossovers are easy, but I want you guys, I have to emphasize that it's a crossover, moving average cross plus retest. I've shared this before on the channel. I've shared that on the channel. It's just that people are not really looking at that. Of course, there is another thing that we did in the the private classes. There is another thing that involves a lot of things. Together you can use those crossovers again with that. So if you've been part of the private classes before, you can apply those things. But for those who have never been, of course you don't have to be part of that. Obviously I don't do join. I don't do those things of join. Okay, at the end of the day I trade the markets, and the markets, they pay better, right? So you don't have to join. Can use this free stuff, then that it will still be okay. All right, but if you want to advance, of course, maybe you might consider being part of the family, but it's your choice, completely your choice, guys. Yeah, I'm not gonna say join the winning team, join the what. No, that's not me. Okay, so if this thing goes down, we might get that crossover, wait for a pullback so that we can sell a little bit higher, then we're good to go. This is nothing but a correction of the broken structure that we highlighted yesterday, which is the correction of this structure right here. If I was to mark it, let me see if I can find a rectangle. If I was to mark this is just nothing but a correction of that, and we're most likely to get more buyers to push a bit higher. You can see this is actually starting to gain traction on H4. It's a very nice uptrend. Okay, you can even draw a trend line there nicely. All right, so we're most likely to continue riding this thing. Let me just go to H4. You can see here on H4, it's a very nice trend to the upside. So you can see we've created that impulsive move. So the next move that we're waiting for, it's a correction. This is what we want to actually capitalize on. That correction, it's basically what we want to capitalize on. If price decides to push towards 10,000, again, watch the video, the first video that I uploaded in June. Yes, we're most likely to see price pushing towards 10,000. But if we can do a little bit of a correction to get more buyers, we might see that. Yes, the crossover, you can look for it right here so that you get that smaller and a push correction, so that we can retest the structure that I have marked. Okay, so that we can retest this region. Yes, price is most likely to come back to maybe 9,700 there. Okay, that move before it pushes up to break the 10,000 level. However, it's possible that this might take out, if it continues pushing lower, it might take out the H4 buyers that are here. You can see they're not too far, away from sellers. So we could see that this could potentially be maybe a fake out. But what we want to do is to catch that move to the downside, that correction to the downside. So if it's a correction, we'll be in. If it's just a complete reversal, it will depend on how we're managing this trade as it moves. But we'll be looking at what the H4 buyers, or how the H4 buyers are behaving. That's another thing that you can look at. So if you to incorporate or rather look at the daily boxes, you can see that price took out the previous daily highs. Okay, took out the previous daily highs, broke out of that structure, went up. Okay, this was of course during the news release, economic news release. So we've seen that to the upside. Okay, took out those stop losses, all stop losses from those who sold there, and then went to give us a nice W, the nice extension. So yes, in order for us to sell this, we need confirmation coming from lower time frames. Possible that price might do this or range a little bit on Monday and then break from a much higher and price level, come back down to retest this structure. Okay, you can see this is the 9,700 that I've been talking about. It might come back and then push back up. If it violates this area, this particular area, maybe you have a trend line drawn there. If it violates that particular area, we're most likely to see this thing pushing lower to those lower prices. Maybe it might come down to this. Okay, maybe retest the daily structure. It's possible, but I'll keep on updating this. So these are some of the things that you can do. So in order to confirm that this W is about to set, okay, what you can track, if you've been asking yourself, how do I know that this W is ready to sell? You can track, you can use this crossover. So any bearish crossover that can take place up there on the extreme highs could be a nice confirmation that we're about to sell. But remember, you are looking for a crossover plus pullback. Okay, I think I've given you maybe a complete strategy that you can use to enter this thing. I think that is a complete strategy, but you need to understand everything. Don't just take check the moving average and say whenever they cross and retest, I'm gonna do. No, you need to understand the dynamics of where you are going to buy or sell. That's why I do not do those things of PDFs, guys, because it's hard to explain everything in a form of a PDF. I need to show you combine everything, combine a lot of things. This thing is like I don't know, man. It's like school, Granger. You need one module in order to understand another module. I'm not sure if it makes sense. If you went to school, you will understand these things. So yeah, you need one module in order to understand. That's what some of the modules, maybe if you're doing your engineering and whatsoever, you find that your calculus, your algebra, your mechanics, your physics, these are prerequisites for like your engineering mainstream subjects. So you need those smaller stuff, right, to combine together in order for you to have a robust system. It doesn't cut for me to say just use moving averages and all. I mean, there is more into this thing. If I was to summarize this whole trading thing, I would say that this thing is not easy. This thing is not an easy thing, and trading it's not like something that one can jump into when they feel like they have money to fund. You need to work hard. That's just the reality of it. Of course, I don't have to tell you what you wanna hear. I'm not selling anything. I'm not doing join. Well, we're not hiding. I'm not joining you. I'll join you for all. So make sure that you do the right things. We are not joining anything. I'm not saying join. Okay? So do the right things. Of course, keep on working, keep on doing things right, put a stop loss where it's necessary. Or yes, you must always use a stop loss, otherwise thou shalt see fire, thou shalt burn. So if you sold the year without knowing why you were selling and price continued up and you didn't have a stop loss, you are seeing fire if you didn't see fire. So this should be able to help those who've been asking how do we then enter if we see that W. Yes, of course, can look at that sort of a retest followed, I mean, a crossover followed by a retest. Of course, you don't need this moving average. You can do this without the moving average, just to simplify. And there is a way of doing this without the moving average, but just so that everyone can catch this particular concept easily. You can see if we do that, we're still selling extremely high. We're not selling low. You by now you should know, if you've been part of this channel for some time, you should know that I sell high, I buy low always. Of course, so that I catch those nice moves. So you can incorporate this 55 and 21 EMA and to get your entries. Of course, there's more into this, guys, but just take what I'm showing you now. Just take what I'm showing you, combine with other things that I've shared on the channel. Do not forget to share the video with your friends. Of course, do not forget to leave your comment in the description. Let me know if this thing is helpful. Let me know in the description box down below. Give it a like if you like it. I know you've watched it up to this far. You don't have to dislike the video. Give it a like, even if you're thinking of disliking. I mean, you've watched this thing for 15 minutes almost. So make sure that you give it a like. Share with your Facebook friends, whoever, your Telegram friends, your Instagram friends. Share. Of course, do not forget to check the Telegram channel. That's where I share most of the things. Yeah. Otherwise, sharp. Did I say sharp, right? Nah. Okay, sharp.